is Cooking with Nathan, and this is
Alex Jones.
And we are going to cook fried fish tacos. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good job, Puddles. So, to get this right, and I think I'm going to add some other stuff that, because I am not a huge fish person per se. Oh, is it still sharp? Cool. It's your knife for today.
All right.
You do a lot of cutting?
Sometimes.
Or like a lot. How's your cooking skills?
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't the most confident thing.
I don't cook a lot of different meals. I have like set things that I like to cook and that I like to eat. And I'm decent at cooking those things.
Sweet. All right, so basically what we're going to do is we're trying to make this as thin as possible. So I'm not sure if you've ever like cut food, but you need to turn your hand like that so you don't cut your fingers, because if you do that, you cut them.
Right.
So if you do this, it's a place to go, and you're just trying to make it as little, as skinny as possible. So you can take your time on this.
Okay.
So. See what I mean?
Gotcha.
Just trying to get that, and we're going to pretty much do that whole thing.
Okay.
So how long you been doing this, buddy?
Since 2012.
2012.
Yeah, man.
How's that going for you?
It's going well now.
Yeah?
I mean, it took some time. I think for a little while I was flying under the radar because I had a girlfriend who wasn't in the business in the beginning, and then when I broke up with her after 5 years, I had a girlfriend who was a performer, and she got pregnant, and so I've been on and off.
Gotcha.
But things are starting to go well this year.
Good, man. I keep seeing you everywhere. You're on all the big movies.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. How was your last one you did that I was on with you?
That was fun.
Yeah?
That was pretty cool. I didn't expect to have a lead part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I thought that was pretty cool. Cutting it
So when
out
you get it,
here.
just start going this way. That way you have more area to cut.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. Get in there. Squeal like a piggy boy.
Yeah. Spank it. So what are the companies you usually work for?
I work for... I've been starting to work for Brazzers.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Thanks, bro. Starting to work for Brazzers. I work for Vixen and Deeper. Mike Adriano shoots me quite a bit, and they took a break for October, so I guess I'm going back with them this month. But,
So you do all the butt stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about that is that I've never watched the scenes like the first time, when they started shooting me. And so I didn't know what to expect. And when I'm on set there and director's going through the poses and different things that I have to do, he's like, all right, now like lay back. And I'm like, all right, cool, like blowjob, time. And he's like, and pull your legs back. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And so like I'm like, oh, she's gonna eat my ass. Like I've never had this done before,
It's an interesting feeling, right?
It is a very interesting feeling. I think after a little while, I started to enjoy it. If you work in dick and balls,
Yeah.
and ass, you know what I mean? Just if you stick on the ass, it's like it's not my cup of tea.
So the thing I realized about getting my ass eaten is not as much that I don't like getting my ass eaten. It's pulling my fucking legs back, because the first time you do that, you're like, I haven't stretched.
Like pull something.
Like, no, I'm just like pulling back, my hips are like kind of tight and everything. So I'm holding it. And I'm like, I can't do this for much longer. So it starts not being enjoyable.
Right. You're just fucking cramping up.
Yeah. And I'm cramping up and shit. I'm like, can I get some, like, I don't know, stirrups? Like, I need one of those, what is the child, like when they check your, for women, what's it called? The pregnancy tables? Does anyone know? When they got the stirrups and they check your vagina?
Yeah. Gynecologist?
Yeah. I guess not pregnancy table. Oh, whatever. So same thing with this. And now that is just.
Thin slicing.
Yeah, so cool. Then slice the hell of that. So with There you go. Yeah, really, like, what you're trying to do is, like, put your knuckles, like, right to there. So you're just trying to follow that.
Oh, right.
You almost want them to be translucent. With Mike Adriano, with Mike Adriano, do you find it's, like, a little bit hard to get those positions and, like, really enjoy it? Because I know it's like they're doing a lot of these, like really thucking.
Yeah, I mean, I will say there because it's like all really kind of POV shot, you know. So a lot of the times, in POV.
Yeah, flip it over and start doing from there. That way you can do this.
In POV that it's kind of difficult to do those positions because someone's fucking hanging over you and shit, and you gotta lean back and stuff.
Lean back.
And so I feel like some of the positions sometimes is like not enjoyable, and you just kind of, you really gotta fucking go somewhere in your mind.
Yeah.
I actually got some great advice from the late and great, what was his fucking name?
Logan.
No. This guy Jordan. He used to shoot for Brazzers.
Oh.
Passed away a while back, but he had told me when I had first got in, I went out there and I had a shoot and I failed the shoot.
Yeah.
I was just so fucking nervous. It was Brazzers. I was
happens.
like, oh my god. And he tells me, he's like, dude, you got to go somewhere in your mind. He's like, this happens to all of us.
Yeah.
I've been there plenty of times. He's like, but you got to go somewhere in your mind that's kind of fucked up,
Yep.
And I'm not going to say it
Yeah.
because it was really fucked up what he said. But, he's like, you got to go somewhere in your mind that's going to take you there. And so that's kind of what I do a lot of times, I'm shooting the scene and I'll just be looking at the girl and I'm like, start thinking of some fucked up shit, oh, you just escaped from my fucking dungeon.
No, I know.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I understand. I get you. It's a hard place to go to, and not a lot of people have to do it, and so it becomes this really weird thing to take your brain to that kind of spot.
Yeah,
I get that. Should be enough. So what you're gonna do now? Same thing. Just chop.
okay.
And get me like up to like right there. Yeah, dude. And know what the shitty part is? There's just some days where you can't pull it out. You can't pull it off. It's upsetting.
Yeah. Definitely.
It becomes this whole thing where everyone counts on you, and some days you just can't do it. That's good.
Okay. Yeah. Some days I feel like when you're on set, if it's just like in the beginning when I started, I remember I was shooting, I was having a hard time, and the fucking director, it was just one guy holding the camera, female talent and me. I'm having a hard time and shit, and he looks at me and he's like, "What's the matter? Don't you like pussy?"
Oh, dude, that's such a...
And I was like, what? I'm like, that's the fucking worst thing that you can say to a fucking guy.
No,
like,
bro, I love dick. So why don't you bring it over here?
Why don't you take your fucking pants off?
Yeah.
So I was, needless to say, I was a little upset. But, I'm pretty sure I got through the shit just by, like, tuning him out.
Yeah.
Getting into it, and you gotta go to this fucked up place. And
you gotta go there.
Yeah.
Right, hold on for 1 second. Let me get,
Smells really good.
What, that?
Yeah. I mean, the lime and the onion and cilantro.
The lime and
cabbage.
the coconut. Shut up. You know what zesting is?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a little zest on there?
Okay. Is it this side?
Yeah. These beers are fantastic. And, like zesting, you don't want to go all the way down to the yellow, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Just...
Also, let me take off that sticker real fast.
Oh shit, did I go through a fucking
Nope, we're not going to worry about that, bro.
Did I really? No, I didn't.
No, you're good. There's no sticker in that.
Not anymore.
Just kind of clack it down. This thing clack it down. There you go. Boom. Done. Jerk off. Oh, cool. Could you do me a favor? Up there, there's avocado oil.
Yeah.
Grab that. Oh man, that does smell good. Dump some of that on here.
Oh, wow.
Just pour. That's good.
All right.
And
So
we're
we're
gonna
gonna-
the salt and pepper out of the same spot.
We're eyeballing things today.
Oh, bro, I don't know how to measure. If I went through 7 years of being in the kitchen and not knowing how to measure, bro, I'm not gonna start now.
You have a formula.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Just start spraying it on there.
This is salt.
Yeah. Keep going. That's good. Now pepper.
You're like, is that really salt? I've never seen it before.
I don't know what this salt you talk about is.
Who is this salt you speak?
Who's talking? More.
I thought you
That's good.
I thought you were making a sound of disapproval of how much pepper I was pouring on there.
No, bro, you have to eat it too. It sucks it's gonna suck for both of us. Yeah, that actually smells really good. Smell it.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm into it. Now this is just my French cooking background, but I think we should make some caramelized onions because I always want to make caramelized onions.
They're good on everything.
They're great with everything. Why don't you like try to thinly slice like? Here, I'm gonna show this real fast. So what I'm gonna do is boom. Puddles don't start, and just kind of do the same thing where you just get as small as possible.
Okay.
The lime in the coconut. How many? I think you're only like one of like maybe 6 guys that have been on the show.
Really? Thanks, man.
Oh, no worries. No, it's,
I appreciate that.
it's honestly because I just don't like get to hang out with many of the guys.
Dude, I shot for Owen Gray today.
Yeah, dude, I love Owen. He don't want to come on the show.
Really?
Yeah, he's just because he's a very
Private person?
private person.
Okay.
But I like him though.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, I was shooting with him today, and he was saying, he was like, oh, I might be back in town in Vegas where I live. And he was like, I'll hit you up if you want to, get together and we'll set some shoots up or whatever. And I was like, even if you want to just hang out, dude. I'm like, I spend so much time in LA, but I live in Vegas that I don't know anyone out there. So I'm like, I need to make some connections and some friends with the male porn stars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's cool to hang out with the girls too, but like I don't fucking,
Well, bro, it's like
I'm not gonna burp and shit and like scratch my balls around
hey,
the
bro,
girls.
I understand that. It's like, oh yeah, girls are fucking pretty and fun, and it's like I'm tired of dealing with them.
You just want to like stay on your GQ.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. It's like I have to stay. Like I have to have good form when I'm around them, and bad form, Peter. Bad form.
Not like you can't be friends with a girl.
No, not.
You know what I mean?
We're not
but it's
saying
the girls,
that.
It's the girls that you're having sex with, and you're attracted to them, and
Oh, you're
you don't want to look like a fucking dummy.
Yeah. We're not saying you can't be friends with girls. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I am saying that it's a workplace environment. I don't fucking want to deal with a lot of things. So once you slice this bad boy up a little bit more.
Okay.
Just like same thing as those, and then we are going to move on to sauces.
Cool.
And I think what we're gonna do is, we'll do this. Same shit. Oh wait, no. God, I fucking love this thing right now. I bought this thing for like $60, and I've actually used it so much more than I actually thought I would.
What is it?
It's just like.
Oh, is this a processor?
Yeah.
Food processor?
It's just this. Boom. Done.
Oh yeah.
It's like, dude, there's some things that I never fucking use, and this one in the last couple shows, I've used a bunch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use mayonnaise, sour cream. Let me get you a fucking spoon to help me out a little bit.
So I got a question for you,
Yo, what's up?
Nate.
You scoop some of that in there?
Yeah. How much?
Oh,
That's my
done,
question.
bro.
How much?
Till it's done.
Till it's done?
Yeah, wait, go back
The
on
whole
this
thing. Whole thing?
Huh?
Whole thing?
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, that's good.
All right. So, What's the weirdest scene that you've shot?
Weird scene. We were actually talking about that earlier today because it's really hard to compete with a eel in your ass.
Yeah.
Or habanero. So my weirdest scene was Lee Raven when she got suspended meat hooks through her knees, hung upside down for that. We fucked her face, and then we
What?
fucked her in her eye.
In her eye?
Yeah, like she fucking has an eye that pulls out. We just fucking jamming my dick in her eye. And then I remember Tommy Pistol right here, and he's like, ooh, yeah. And I was like, Tommy, coming in hot. And I blasted off her eye and hit Tommy's dick. Remember that really clearly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, you won. You won fucking craziest story, dude.
Did I?
I mean,
I never
according
got
to me, you do.
I never got paid back for that content. So,
That was content.
Yeah, they got that scene, and I've hit her up since then. Like, nothing ever happened with it.
Oh.
What else was I doing? Oh, yeah.
Wow, dude.
But, I mean, like, honestly, I've used that story so many times. So, worth it. So, the original recipe for this didn't call these things, but I couldn't actually find the things I needed.
What is this?
This is chipotle peppers.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever used one of these?
Not the actual pepper. I like chipotle ground up.
So, chipotle is a jalapeno smoked with and then put into a wet seasoning. I can't remember what the fucking shit is called.
And that's why it's red.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's fucking delicious, and I use it all the goddamn time. There it is.
It's pretty cool that you're putting these on this fish tacos, because that's how I used to make them.
What? All this?
Fish tacos. Well, I mean with chipotle, like seasoning.
Did you?
Yeah. Well. No. Yeah, the other one had a pop top. That was weird.
Well, it's not chipotle. This one is a...
The bottom's open.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about that guy. A little of that in there.
Cool.
And... I don't want any more. All right, what else was in this? It was... fuck. Sorry, guys, this is not my day.
So that was your craziest scene, huh?
I'd say craziest when I'm thinking about like the shit that happened in it. It was just a surprise. That was like my second year in. I still didn't know anything. Owen Gray was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of cool, interesting people that I've seen before and knew about.
Yeah.
And I think this was at the time where they were still like Tommy was still coming, like not coming up. He was already a big performer, but like wasn't as big as he is now.
Yeah.
Owen Gray wasn't like, didn't have all his shit set up
right.
like he does now. So it was like me there. I was like, I gotta do good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I hate those fucking. When I first got in and I met some of the guys that I grew up seeing in porn, you know, when I was younger, and like, holy shit, that's Lexington Steel.
Oh shit, Lex.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's fucking Tommy Gunn. Like,
Yeah.
Tommy Pistol's cool. I met him, but I mean, Tommy Gunn, he's been around longer and shit. And it's just these different people that I'm like, holy shit, that's that person. And now here I am with them on set, you know, fucking these girls that some of them
Plug it in there.
Some of them are the people that I watched in porn too.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can't believe I'm having sex with you now.
Was there a girl that you got to work with for the first time that you were blown away by, like that you've seen before?
I mean,
or you masturbate to?
I will say just out of like pure hype and name. In the beginning, when I worked with like Riley Reid, the first time I was just like, oh, you're Riley Reid, like. I've seen your stuff and I've heard of you. But I think the one that really hit me the most was Shereetaville.
You know why?
She's so
no
hot.
one's like Cherie, man.
I know.
She's the best.
She's so hot.
You want to hit that button and stir that bitch up?
Okay. This turbo or the
just
the
hold
power?
the button. Power. Keep going.
Yeah.
This is going to be the sauce for it.
Cool. So now we're mixing this bitch. Enough said.
And after that, then we got to make a flour arrangement.
Flower arrangement?
Yeah.
Who died?
Oh, a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Mostly the soul, but all right, stop.
You know, it's crazy that Takeoff from Migos is dead. Did you see that whole thing? Do you listen to rap?
Not really.
No.
Let me taste that. I like that. Nice to go on top?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he was out, I don't know, they say he was like shooting dice and just chilling, and someone shot him.
Jesus Christ. Wait, how big of a rapper was he?
There's these guys named Migos. Have you heard of them? He's part of their group? No? They're really big. And
I'm not a huge rap person, but I, doesn't matter. I was fucking always intrigued in...
Cardi B?
Yeah, no, Cardi B.
Okay, Cardi B's husband is one of the guys from Migos.
Oh, okay.
And then they were all like, I guess they're related. And so two of them are uncles, and then the younger one is the nephew, and the nephew is the one that got shot. He was 28.
Jesus.
Yeah, making things morbid on the show, so
Oh, no, it's fine.
hope you enjoy it.
Bro, no, it's funny. Usually when his guys come on, we have a lot sadder stories to tell.
And guys are just kind of
Just because it's...
negative.
You know what I think it is? It's because when we're together, we end up reminiscing about how shitty the job is sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Dude, I worked with this girl one time who, her pussy stank. Like, speaking of fish,
yeah.
her pussy stank like fucking, like cod, you know? And
Like bad cod, not
Like
the good
bad
we're about to have.
and I remember like it was starting to get to me, right? Fucking starting to have some issues, and like I was like, oh, can we cut? I'm like, go to the bathroom, and I go like wash my fucking dick, wash my hands, and I had put some like water in my hair, and I'm going like this, and I guess I had like rubbed pussy juice or some shit like in my hair. So like now I'm just like smelling it on my head, you know? And so it's like really fucking with me. And anyways, I come back, I'm like getting there and everything, and he's like, okay, let's get back into the position that we were in. And I was like, all right, can you help me get back into it? Because I'm like sitting there jerking my dick and shit,
Yeah.
but I'm like, you know, you were in the middle of deep throating my dick just a second ago, you know, and now we got to keep continuity. Like, can you help me get back to hard? And she's like, that's not my job.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, and of course I'm not going to fucking argue with her. I'm like, all right, whatever you don't want to do with it, you know, you don't have to. But the director was like, what do you think your job is?
Yeah.
Right? And he was like, you get paid to suck dick, so suck his dick. And I was like, oh shit. Like that was a little harsh, but
Dude, you know what?
you know,
Is it?
I mean,
You know, it's like, because at a certain point, it's like it's like I get it. I don't want to. It's like if I was in your position, I wouldn't want to suck a dude's dick for 30 minutes to try and make him hard. I totally get that. Totally understand. Having said that, if you just come back and you were just sucking my dick, and you don't want to help me out a little bit, it's like, dude, I don't want to be here any more than you do in your stinky ass pussy. But we are here until the job's done. Unfortunately, this needs to be here in order for you to fucking go home and get that fat paycheck you're getting. So
I finished the shoot.
yeah.
The director is also a POV performer, right? The next day he was supposed to be booked with her. And he hits me up without me knowing that he was booked with her. Hits me up before I go home, and he goes, hey, do you want to shoot a second scene tomorrow? Right? And I was just like, dude, hell yeah, I would love to. Thanks, man. Fucking just thanking him so much, appreciating. And the next day I get there, and it's fucking her again. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was supposed to shoot with her, and he canceled because he saw what happened with us. But then he was like, well, you got through it, so like you could probably get through this one too. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, and I failed that one. I didn't get through that one. The second one was done. I pulled some magic off for the first one, but the second one, I was just like, I can't do this shit.
So I got a director in Vegas, right? And he hits me up one day. He's like, it's the first time I've worked for him in a long time. And he's like, hey, bro, so if you don't want to come out tomorrow, I understand. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What does
He's
this
like,
mean?
I am on set with this girl right now, and she is not doing anything. She won't touch my dick. She won't do anything, and I'm just having the hardest time. I'm like, bro, you hired me to come out there. I'm going to come out there. He's like, I just want you to know you don't have to. I'm like, bro, you know what? You've been with her all day. You were also directing. let me come through. I'll pull through for you.
Right.
I did, but I totally got where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I'm like, but at least he gave me that, you know?
Yeah, it gave you a fucking warning beforehand.
Yeah.
Well, and my agent at the time, not my agency now, but my agent at the time had signed her, and this was her first shoot. And then after that, the director had complained and stuff, and then he dropped her. And that was like the only shoot that she did.
Have you made caramelized onions?
I have.
Yeah.
Got that. And then she was done. He dropped her.
Isn't it such a bummer when you see like girls who are so shitty get such hype, and you're like, man, you are a terrible performer.
Terrible performer, person.
I let that heat up for a second.
Okay.
But it's always amazing when it's like, God, you suck. What are you doing? Why?
Well, and she had said too that she was doing it because she had been escorting in another state, and she's like, oh, I'm out here now, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, so like you didn't plan to like.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people really plan to be in porn. Like you don't fucking. I didn't sit there in my 6th grade, fucking. What do you want to be? And be like, oh, I'm gonna be a porn star. I don't even remember what the fuck I said. I think I always had this idea that I don't know.
Here, a question. In high school, like you can remember that. Mm-hmm. What did you want to be in high school?
I fucking just would say like I want to work for myself. I want to have my own business. I want to be.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That idea.
Just like I want to make money. I don't want to work for someone else.
Yeah.
That sucks. You know, I fucking hate working for other people.
Yeah.
But you know, that's life, I guess. You guys know that.
Yeah. You know, on a different side, that should probably be pretty good.
Cool.
On a different note, something that most of us don't understand. When was the first time you found out that you had a massive hog, bro? Like, that's got to be an interesting, like, to know not only is it, like, big, but it's bigger than almost everyone.
No.
Yeah.
Well, not that big.
All right, now get it. Sir?
Thanks, man.
What, is that the awkward question of the day?
Okay, so...
Because there had to be a time where in, like, high school, your girl sucked, and it's like, Jesus, what the fuck is that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity at 18.
Okay. The ripe old age of 18. Nice.
Ripe old age at 18, yeah. I met this girl at this party. And, yeah, we might need to turn down a little bit.
Yeah, it's turned down.
Thank you.
This is the first time this thing's actually worked, so.
Oh. So I met this girl at this party. We're dancing, and she had two other friends there. It was me and my friend, Darnell. We're dancing with these girls.
What's up, Huddle?
And they were like, hey, let's go back to, the house and hang out and shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. We go back. Me and Darnell get blowjobs by these two girls. The third girl is not that there's anything wrong with bigger girls. I like bigger girls.
Hey, we're not saying them.
You know what I mean?
We're not saying them.
There's a lot of pretty girls out there.
There's a lot of things.
But she just happened to be the bigger girl. And she was upset, I think, because she was like, oh, they're not into me. And it was her house. And we're getting blowjobs and shit in her room. She's just kind of sitting there, you know what I mean? Like, and then she got pissed and she was like, get out, and like kicked us out. And I got the girl's number. She comes over to my house the next day. And then I told my mom, oh yeah, we're studying. I think my mom knew what was up, but I'm like, we're studying. I didn't even lock my fucking door. Going into the room and
what kind of fucking Churchill's house do you live in, bro? Fuck.
I got Jesus on my arm and shit. So I go and give her a fucking massage. Like I was thinking like, oh yeah, that'll be the opener.
You're so suave.
I know, right? And I take off her bra and shit, and I'm like massaging her back, and then we get into it, right? We fuck for like an hour.
Damn. Fucking gross pussy.
And she fucking is like, at one point, I lay her down, and I'm like on top of her and shit, and she starts, I could see in her face, she's like wincing and shit, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is like wrong with her? Not like wrong with her, but like what's going on, And I'm
Stop running away from my dick, bitch.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what's going on,
Good job, Brad Knight.
This is what dicks look like, So then I was like, I'm fucking her or whatever, and then she starts, like, her eyes get all watery and shit, and a tear comes down.
Hot.
And then I thought that I fucked up somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I did something wrong. And so I was like, are you okay? And she's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, do you want to stop? You know, and she's like, no. And then I didn't even bust my nut because I was just so concerned.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And then I took her home. I had my sister. I was like, hey, can you drive us in her car and shit? She had a fucking PT Cruiser. You
Hell
remember those things?
PT Bruiser.
Dude, I used to make fun of that shit all the time. And we pull up and drop her off, and she gets out, and she's like walking all weird and shit.
Stop it. We're talking about bitches.
I was like, wow. And then she wanted to, and I think after that situation, we talked a little bit, but she was like kind of, I don't know, she was just kind of over the top a little bit, and then
She was a story, bro.
yeah, you know, and then
yeah, how did she? I want to know this because from my perspective, I've heard girls saying, "I fucked them up," but I'm not this. So I want to know from your side, what does that sound like to you? And you're like, nah. Like when the girl's like, dude, you fucked my life up. What does that sound like? It's like, dude, I'm really having a hard time walking.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, before porn, I thought I was, like, big man on campus and shit. I was just like, oh, yeah. Like, every girl that I fucking fucked was like, oh, my God, this is the biggest dick I've had. And I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is.
Then you met Dread.
But then you meet Dread.
Yeah.
And you meet other people. And I met Mandingo and shit. And I'm like, oh, there's other Supermen out there. You know what I mean? That are bigger than me. And so you get this kind of... You got to humble yourself a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think since I've been doing it for a while, and every once in a while, you know, you meet some people that may be outside of the industry and you fucking have sex or something at a party or whatever, and it's just someone that's not in the industry.
Yeah.
You can live out that thing, you know what I mean, with them because they're like, oh, they're not used to porn dick.
But when you're with
you're with porn people, you're like, you can't have that attitude anymore because they're like, well, I just did an anal scene with Dredd or whatever yesterday. Like, your dick isn't doing shit to me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay. You know?
I had an ex that just went and fucked Dredd out for fun. And I'm like, why you come back to me, man? Shit.
You know, it's like, it's very, there's some fetishes and kinks that are like so fucked up, but I keep them in the back of my head because they're like, because the fucked up things are
I get
what you get you off. But it's so fucked up that I'm like, why did I think of this? You know what I mean? Like, what brought me to this point? Like, Jesus Christ, you're a horrible person. You're a bad person, Alex, you know?
Dude, that's how we got in the job. We're bad people. It really comes down to you're a bad person. Question. So, I don't know if your ethnicity-wise, you're more black or...
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, shut up. Shut the fuck up. There's a reason for this conversation.
Dude, I'm Chinese, bro.
What? Jesus. Anyway, the reason I was asking was, like, have you ever got invited to, like, the bowl parties? Like,
oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah,
That's
yes.
the reason I go there. Don't be a dick. My fucking show. No, because we had Tyrone Love, right? Yeah, Tyrone Love on. He went to a bowl party, and because I used to be in the swinger community, so you know about these things that happen where they have like the herd of black guys they bring on places to just fuck out the chicks, and so it's like, but I never actually heard from a black guy what it was like to go to these things, so I didn't know if you've ever been to one of those where it was like, because to me it's like I like going to things where I'm like put into a spot where people really enjoy me. But that's a whole nother level where I'm like, I don't even know how I'd feel about
you're
that.
fetishized.
Yeah, you're
like
fetishized
your whole
about that.
self is fetishized.
As as porn stars, we get fetishized. If we ever went to any like porn thing, we're gonna get fetishized in general. But like, how would it feel to be fetishized just for my skin color? I don't know because I'm white, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, and the other thing that comes with it too is like I feel like there's a lot of people that are.
God, I love caramelized onions.
In that community, that swinger community that likes specifically to, only have sex with black men.
Yeah.
That base it solely on black men have big penises. That's what they like, is a big dick to fuck them. It's not attractive for the promotion of it to say, hey, I'm fucking all these black guys and one white guy or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the notion with that is, hey, white guys have small dicks. You know, when all of it is just stereotyping.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes down to it, it's about the big dick. But then again,
we need the dark skin too.
It's the contrast that looks nice. It's the other thing too that I feel like a lot of men that are into that happen to be somewhat, I'll just say it, racist.
Yeah, well,
just slightly, you know what I mean? And it's not like in a bad way. You're not like some fucking crazy person gonna go hang someone and shit. But it's like you're slightly racist for the idea of thinking, A, they all have big dicks, or B, I want a black guy specifically to fuck my wife because whatever reason. You know what I mean? When you base it solely on race, it's just, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, other than that, I will say, they have been fun. They have been fun.
Yeah, I can imagine they'd be a fun thing. It's like if they were like, hey, we want porn guys come here and bang out bitches.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, that's fucking weird. But at the same time, all right.
Dude, I went to this swinger party one time. This guy was supposedly the one of the creators of MillionaireMatchmaker.com or something like that. This huge fucking house in Anaheim Hills on this like little street that was just like 4 houses in a little gated community. And he had like a little party there. It was cool. We're all hanging out. Turns into like a little sex party. And then some people that were there happened to be some people that we had known like from swinging.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh shit, like good to see you guys. And everyone's fucking and shit, so I end up having sex with the chick, and I'm in the jacuzzi. Everyone's got condoms on and shit, and she comes over and she pulls my condom off, like onto the water and sits on me, right? And she just starts riding me, and like my girlfriend's like fucking right outside the pool, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck, you know? Because that was our thing, is like you gotta use protection.
Kind of like that side.
I'm like, you gotta use protection, you know?
Yeah.
And so when she pulled it off, it was kind of like, and I think that was the same thing with her husband too, you know, so it was a little strange, but hot at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
And then she's like, come inside me. And I'm like, whoa, I'm like, what are you know?
What are you doing?
And I fucking did, you know, like, what am I going to say? You know, so that was that, but you know, there's those times that, you know, and I think it was specifically because I was like everyone else there was white, and I was the only like brown skinned person.
Yeah.
And so she had this like thing for like, oh, let me get some of your chocolate, you know? And I'm like, all right, cool.
Come here, Willy Wonka. Get some of that.
I got it for you. So yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could use that line more in porn. Come here, Willy Wonka. Let me take you to the chocolate factory. That should work.
Oh, don't lick the soap. Don't lick the soap.
You do what you want. You're your own person. I'm not going to deny you of that.
Puddles.
God damn, I'm good.
What's up, girl?
All right, could you start putting those fish in the dredge?
Yes. So how many at a time do you...
Let's do 3 at a time should work.
Cool. All right, those are all covered up.
Yeah, just leave them right there because we got to heat up that oil to about 365, 350.
Okay. Should I wash this off, or I mean, I just kind of...
What?
I'm already going to be dunking these. I might as well just chill with it.
Here. There we go. If you want to chill with that for a second.
Thank you.
That smells nice.
Oh yeah, that does. So, I was gonna try to. I was thinking of a story this whole time.
Oh.
To try to top your last.
Oh,
crazy
top
story.
Yeah. That's really hard, bro. I mean, like I'm just understand it was a habanero and an eel. I'm not sure which one's worse. I'm guessing the animal because it was alive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's Japan.
Yeah.
They do weird shit. You know.
So
I don't know how to say that to make it sound not bad, but it's like.
well, I mean, like culturally, around the world, people have different tastes.
Yeah,
and things.
everyone's got different ways of living, you know?
Some things are strange to some people.
Around the world, around the world, around the world.
So, I don't know if I... Damn. This might be a bad story to tell.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. No one's going to watch us.
I don't know if I was... I don't know if I was of age.
We'll just pretend that you were. So he's of age in the story, guys. He was 18, for sure.
For sure.
With
guys.
a step bro. Or step sis. Whatever.
What?
No, fuck it.
No, okay, so...
Sorry, work, you know?
So I'm walking home with some friends from high school.
College.
Well, this makes the story even...
Okay, high school.
Okay, high school.
They're not going to shut my channel down.
So we're walking home, right?
Yeah.
This fucking guy pulls up on us, right? Mind you, I'm talking to my friend about this new video game that's coming out.
What game?
It's called Monster Hunter,
Nice.
right? So this,
Just knows what he's talking about.
you know Monster Hunter? Hell yeah. So we're talking about Monster Hunter. I'm like, dude, it's coming out for the PSP. It's gonna be so fucking dope. Back and forth, talking about getting it. We need the money. This guy fucking pulls up, right, out of nowhere, and is like, he's got these, you know those vans? It's like a, I don't know
The
how to
rapey
describe
vans?
it. No, not really a rapey van, but like a work van that's kind of like the front kind of looks like a regular car, but like the back is kind of, I don't know how to explain it. No, not like
Sprinter
a mini.
van.
Sprinter van, like you'd pack like mail and shit in?
It's like the ones that say LabCorp on the side and shit like that. Have you ever seen those on the freeway?
Sprinter vans?
Yeah,
Maybe.
It's gotta be a Sprinter van.
Sprinter van.
So he pulls up in one of those. It kind of looks official and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
sure.
Like I've seen these in medical
Movies?
parking lots and shit like that, you know? And he says some shit that he needs semen samples, right?
Fantastic. Love this.
And
Love
then
it.
we're like, what are you talking about? You know, like, whoa.
We have semen.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he's like, I can pay you guys. And we're like, how much? You know, the game's $60. We're like, $60 each. And he's like, hell yeah.
Well, actually, you know, to make this easier, I'll say it. Keep going with your story.
So he's like, $60 each. And I'm like, that's the video game. Fuck yeah. So I,
Just pick it up and chat. Or like, even if you want to stab it.
oh, no, I can. So he fucking brings out, you know those things that go in, the popsicle things that you put in the freezer to make popsicles?
Yeah.
So he pulls one of those out, and he's like, here, just fucking come into this. And we're like, me and my friend were like, okay. My other friend's like, what are you guys doing? And at the time, I'm like, pussy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to make $60. And
$60. I'd fucking do that for $60.
so we do that.
Do the rest?
And afterwards, the guy gives us $60. I go and buy the game and shit. And then my friend, he texts me, and he's like, hey, man. He's like, that was some weird shit. I'm sorry, but I had to tell my mom. And then my mom tells my mom, or his mom tells my mom, and, you know, down the line and shit. And
Yeah.
so now we're all fucking in on this whole rapey fucking, I just came for $60 in a popsicle thing. And my
Look at
mom's
you
like,
now. Fucking a lot more than that.
you know, just moving on up. So my mom, you know, fucking, needless to say, was pissed and was like, you just got raped and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I didn't get raped. And I'm like, I made $60, Mom. I'm like, what the fuck? I made some money.
Yeah,
Thought
it's
you'd be
not
happy
rape.
I was.
You made money.
Thought you'd be happy I was working. So yeah, but anyways, you know, that was a bad one. But I made some money and I bought a video game. Had a lot of fun playing that video game.
Dude, I remember the closest I've ever come to something like on a similar note. I remember working at McDonald's and one of the guys kept coming up to me and he's like, hey man, you want to come like over to my house? We'll watch some porn and we'll like circle jerk or whatever. I'm like, no. Why would
The
I do
guy that worked there?
Yeah. Like he was like one of the bosses too.
Oh, what the
He's
fuck?
like, yeah, we'll just have a couple buddies come over. We'll just like hang out. And I'm like,
Was he fucking with you?
no.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. People like circle jerks.
Hey,
and
who
shit.
doesn't like a good circle jerk? I don't, but whatever.
Yeah.
But like in general, it's like I was like, oh, he just coming at me that way. And I was like, no, that sounds terrible. I don't want to be at your house. That sounds awful. Wait.
Should we let him? Oh, okay.
Well, no, I just gotta make sure I know which ones are which.
Right.
Because they're all going in at different times. You know what? Fuck it. We'll figure it out. Dump them in there.
All right. So that's sexual
put those
harassment.
over there. Yeah, but I didn't say nothing. But like in general, I was like, that's just fucking weird, bro. Why would you ask me that?
Yeah.
Never came anything of it. Like I just kept telling him fucking no, weirdo. But
No,
it's
you
weird when
fucking
you're
weirdo.
when you're young, man. It's like it's so easy to go from one side to the other on that one.
Dude,
Ugh.
I mean, when you're young, it's easy to be convinced of things because you don't know.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is an adult. Or this is a person that's,
Leave those there for a second. Let me get these ones out.
you know, or this is my boss,
Yeah.
or whatever. I worked at, here, I'll go wash it off. I worked at Hollister.
I worked at Abercrombie Fitch. I was homeless.
Dude, I worked there for one day, or like one shift. They were giving everyone 4 hours a week. And I did
The
one
fuck
shift.
is 4 hours a week, man?
I mean, really, it was ridiculous. But they made me buy a
Yeah, the
Hollister
clothes-
shirt
Yeah.
to wear there as a fucking a uniform,
Yeah, which one do you get?
a work uniform. It's just a t-shirt, like a polo.
Oh, see, I got the one that says, I get older, they say the same age. I was like, you have this as a shirt?
Like, what
dude?"
the fuck?
I was like, yeah, I want that one, obviously. That's so creepy.
No, they put me in an extra fucking small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like at the time I'm slim. I'm a
Yeah.
slim guy. But I was really fucking skinny at the time, you know what I mean? And they're like, we'll put you in an extra small, make you look buff. And I'm like, oh, thanks. You know, that's fucking weird. Those look good. I mean, how long does it take fish to cook in oil?
It's about 6 minutes. We're like 6 minutes-ish. It's not like it, honestly, dude, by the time like one of these are done, they've all been in there for less than 4.
Yeah.
But more than like around 6, because the first one went in about 6 minutes. Recording now? Yeah. Okay, cool. So, like these ones, not done as much as like that one, you know?
Right.
But honestly, they all should be pretty much fine. And also, it's fish.
Right.
So it's like they've been in the fridge all day. They'll be solid no matter what. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So
to finish my story.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so that's when I figured I might have a big dick. I was just like, oh, she cried and it was weird. And
Wait,
then,
after the rapey van?
No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The last story you gave me was the
That's
rapey
true.
van.
That's true.
So,
But it just, I realized as I was taking a piss, I was like, I didn't finish the story about the other thing.
the girl crying was whatever. But you know what? After the popsicle rapey van, that's when I knew.
mean, I got to lead with that one. I should have led with that. You know, you can't go back. You can only go.
And then I got a UTI. No.
You know, shit happens.
Shit's weird and fucking. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Porn, right?
Porn.
Yeah. When did you decide to get into this bit? Like, what was the stepping stone to get you in here?
So I was doing.
Yeah, do a dump in there.
I was modeling at the time.
For Hollister still?
No, I had just worked at Hollister,
Oh.
like just selling clothes and shit for like one shift. But I was modeling. I had moved to Canada at the time. That's where my dad and that side of the family lives, and wanted to live with him. And so I'm there. I didn't have a job at the time, and this talent scout at the mall is like, "Hey, you should model."
Wait, so that really happened?
It was bullshit. It was a scam.
Oh.
You know? But I had always kind of thought like maybe I could do modeling or something, you know?
Yeah.
And so that kind of just led me into starting to look into it. And And then I started doing photo shoots. I did a few nude photo shoots. And some of the photographers were like, hey, man, you got a pretty nice dong. You know, like, you should do porn. And I was like, I don't know. And then I needed a fucking job. And I was like, you know what? Maybe these guys are right. And so that's what I did. And yeah, it's been fun ever since.
Nice.
I started with a terrible agency for the first 8 years of my career.
You went with them 8 years?
8 fucking... I was with them for 1 year.
Yeah.
They gave me an opportunity right in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
I did the shoot. I come back. He's like, yo, you did great. All this stuff. We want to give you a 1-year contract. And I was like, all right, cool. So I get the contract. Half a year goes by. He wants to re-up for a 2-year. So about 2.5 years go by, maybe 3. And I come in to get some paychecks that they have for me, because at the time, I don't know if they do it anymore, or even if they're still around, but at the time they wanted to collect the paychecks, and then you have to go to the agency and go get the paychecks from them.
Yeah.
So people weren't allowed to pay you directly, which is fucking
such bullshit.
Yeah. I was like, what, you gotta pay my dad, so I gotta go pick it up from him? Like, what the fuck?
Dad, I want my allowance.
Exactly. I was like, this is weird, and I employed you.
Yeah.
So anyways, you know, checks would go to them, and it was this whole fucking thing. And so I was like, all right, I'll come through and pick up my check. And I get there, and they have this contract, and they're like, hey, by the way, your contract's up. You should resign. And I'm thinking, it's a year. They offered me a year, then they offered me 2. It's going to be like another year contract or something.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't thinking. And I'm also thinking, I need to get my paycheck. So like almost kind of holding it over my head, you know?
Yeah.
So I sign it, and then I realized it was a 5-year contract. And then so they had me for those last 5 years, and then it's really starting to go downhill.
Yeah.
Those last 5 years, I've been in for a while. I'm starting to make friends with producers and different people. People are like, hey, I can't book you because you're with this agency. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, I just signed a 5-year contract. And they're like, sorry, dude, I can't touch you for another 5 years. And so that was my first 8 years. Since that, COVID happened. We all came back to shooting, and I signed with a new agency, and since then it's been fucking fantastic.
Question on that one. Now, this is something I've just realized in the last while of like meeting people who get stuck in contracts. Isn't that fucking illegal? They can't hold your like that,
like a sexual contract.
Yeah, sex trafficking at some point.
And like technically, that's the thing, is that he had this kind of
Is it Derek?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, it was Derek.
Come at me, son.
You know, and he had this
I didn't know he signed guys.
Derek from LA Direct?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's where, do you remember Chad White?
Yeah.
So that's where me and Chad White, Danny Mountain was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the reason why I went with them, is I saw I'm looking up to do porn. I'm like, how do you do porn? I'm fucking Googling it and shit. I'm like, where do I go to do this, you know? And a bunch of things that I saw were saying, go to an agency. And I'm like, all right, so which ones are the agencies? I find all the agencies, and I'm looking at them, and I see Danny Mountain on the LA Direct one, and I'm like, I've seen that guy before.
Yeah.
He's in a fucking suit, and he's, you know, and it's like, I love LA Direct. It had some little fucking quote, and I'm like, cool. That's where I'm going with. And so...
I wonder how many people they tricked into shit because of that.
You know? And that was the thing. And they tricked me. They got me, and... fucking LA Direct, man. He got popped, though, recently. I don't know.
Did he? Because I hear he's still fucking doing shit under a different thing, man.
I heard that someone had seen him recently in Colombia doing some shooting down there with some shady-looking people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, I wouldn't put it past someone who, you know, has fucked around a bunch of people and screwed me over for a while.
He screwed over a lot of people.
Yeah. He would do this shit where he would, if you got on his bad side, he would, like, kind of blacklist you from working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's under contract that if an agency doesn't get you a booking
In like what?
4 months,
Yeah.
in 120 days, that the contract is null and void.
Yeah.
Right? So they would wait until like 119, 118 or some shit. I got you a shoot on this day, which is right before. Then the day comes. Then they're like, hey, sorry, they canceled. And I'm like, so you made up that I had a shoot. Like you made that up. Just so the contract wouldn't be canceled. And then canceled the fucking shoot. And they give me like $200 for like a cancellation fee. And I'm like, you haven't done shit for me. So
It's such a weird thing. It's like, why would you want to keep people on the ropes like that just so they work for no one else? It's such a weird thing.
it's like this thing. He's trying to have people loyal to him. You know what
no
I mean?
one's going to be loyal to you for doing that. Just
No, I know.
fucking
He's
get
trying
work.
to force it on people. Yeah. And it's very...
And I'm sorry.
Strange.
I'm sure he's a terrible person, so...
Yeah, well, he got in trouble for sex trafficking. And,
Yeah.
You know?
Weird.
Weird.
Yeah. I'm not in the business of sex trafficking. I'm in the business for fucking people that want to be fucked.
You know, it's very strange.
No, see, this is what happens when you bring male talent on. It just gets dark the whole fucking time.
Look, I've had a situation where this chick hit me up one time and was like, I'm talking with her. We followed each other on social media and whatever. And
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. So we follow each other. She's hot. She's cool. She's starting to seem real. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is a real chick. But then she starts to tell me about her rape fantasies.
Yeah.
Right? And she's like, and then apparently she has a boyfriend, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. She's like, but you know, he's cool with it and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I want you to come over and like, I'll leave the door unlocked and you just walk in and like come into the room. And if I tell you no, you know, like
just keep going.
You just keep going and do it. And I was like, this is the setup. I'm gonna come in there. It's gonna be someone who's doesn't know I'm fucking coming there, and I'm like, you're the chick, and they're like, who the fuck are you? You know, and then boyfriend's gonna come home and fucking shoot me, or some shit, or I get arrested for rape, and yeah. So I was like, nah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Like the idea is cool, like. Whatever, you want to live out some fantasy and shit? Like, I'm all down for your fantasy.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean? Like, I'm down to do some crazy shit in sex. But I'm not down to, like, I don't know you and just come over and fucking rape you?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Again, on the same side as you is like, oh yeah, you want to do some weird shit? Fucking down. I am not about to go to a person that I just met and fucking be like, hey, my dick, shut up. No, because that's rape.
And walk into their house.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know?
It's like, unless you're like someone I know for years, then I'll do that. But I'm not doing that shit.
Have you ever done rape?
Oh, yeah.
Like, scenario, like in your personal life?
Yeah.
Not just a scene?
Yeah.
Is that something you're into?
Here's the thing. It's not that I'm into rape fantasy. What I'm into is fulfilling...
Dead girls.
Yeah, I fucking did so much. I did so much murder porn.
Shit.
A lot. But no, I'm into fulfilling fantasies. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what I think is hot or not. Like,
right.
I'm not into shit. A girl's like, I want you to shit on my face. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go, bitch. Like, I'm just...
You're like, that's easy. I do those all the time.
Yeah, I was like, don't kiss me. It's like, I'm into that. Like, but I'm into the fulfilling of fantasies.
Right.
I like being the person that doesn't matter what's happening, I can fulfill that for you. So that's hot.
That's what gets you off.
Yeah.
It's like that you're getting the other person off.
Yeah. And so that's hot to me. But like, just rape fantasies, dude, I fucking hate watching those in movies, man. They fucking weird me out, dude.
It's very strange sometimes.
It's intense shit.
You know, my ex, not my my first girlfriend, liked. She wanted like a dom sub type of relationship.
God, that's such a fucking pain.
Dude, it really was because okay, so I'm not naturally like during sex, I'm dominant.
Yeah.
But I'm not naturally like during our everyday shit like
you should wear that, you should wear this.
Exactly.
This is what you should eat.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Like go over there now, go do that, you know. That's just not me.
I don't want a 2-year-old. I want someone I can fuck.
She wanted me to act like that, and then I told her like, you know, I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
We would do it sometimes when we would have sex, but it wasn't really like a thing. And then so she would pick fights with me sometimes, right? She'd pick fights with me and then kind of push me until I like grab her, and then she'd be like, oh. You know, like, I'm like, what are you doing? You know, like, you want... Yeah, exactly. Like, putting her neck out there and shit. Like, I'm like, wait, like, are you tricking me into sex right now? You know what I mean? Like, to be, like, dominant and weird. So, it's like, it's not that it's weird. I won't say that. It's not weird. I like being...
I like how PC
but it's
you're being on this.
But fucking... The idea of just doing that during every normal day is, like, it's too much. It's too much to fucking think about if you're not like that naturally.
Dude, it's a fucking hassle.
And I smoke so much weed that I'm like, I can't fucking think of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got so much other stuff to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to bring out the bong for you. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. Could I roll a joint?
You can. You can. I'll start prepping this food because actually you were supposed to do all this, but I just ended up doing it.
Thanks, man. That's the Alex Jones effect.
It's the Alex Jones effect, or just I've had a couple of drinks and I've got this, no problem.
Hold on, let me grab a...
Oh, that should be good.
Thank you, kind sir.
This isn't hot. It's super hot. Ow.
So...
Puddles, watch out.
I got some... you smoke this joint with me? Nate?
I don't know things of stuff.
You'll smoke this joint with me?
Yeah, I'll do stuff.
All right. So, got some hash.
All right.
This was it's called like liquid diamond infused weed or something apparently.
Yeah, that's a name.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like white.
Oh shit, that's something.
That's something.
What I say I had weed from? It was from a place that you can't get it. From somewhere in South Africa or no South Asia. It's not Thailand, not name a South
Laos?
Asian. No. Was it B? Was it H?
The country?
Yeah,
Starts
the country.
with an H?
Just in countries in South Asia. Huh? No? Don't fucking yawn at me.
I don't know. Fuck, man, that's a pretty.
But
good
we got
trivia.
it was we got some weed that got smuggled out of there. Well, the
Really?
seeds got smuggled out of there, and so I got some of that, and I need to try it out.
Dude, have you ever been to Mexico?
Yeah, I'm fucking from California, bro.
You're like, of course.
My parents, my dad's a pastor, and we used to go build houses down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Mexico to shoot some porn, and
Oh, what the fuck for?
for legal porno.
Oh, okay.
And we went out to go find some weed because I was like, I need to smoke, you know?
Yeah.
And we got this shit for fucking, it was like $20. We got 20 grams for $20. And I was like, this is going to be shit, you know? Like, I know, like if it's a deal like that, it's going to be some shit weed. I smoked like 5 blunts to the face before I got on my plane to go home, and I didn't feel high at all. You know, I was just smoking just to fucking something to do. That's good.
Yeah, I'll give you these ones because I actually fucked up on that one.
It's all good. Thanks, brother.
You wanna try it?
Yeah.
I'm hungry again. The last show was a while ago. All right.
Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, brother. All right, guys. Down the hatch.
No.
Looks so fucking disgusting. I'm just joking.
I usually don't like fish.
Yeah, this is disgusting. I don't
That's
like
gross. Throw away. Fuck, that's good.
Yeah. Delicious, dude. Thanks, man.
Oh. What the fuck is going on with that?
Dante! Well, he
There's a ghost running away with the camera stand.
Shit, yeah, man. What do you think? We're good?
Delicious. Guys, if you're going to make fish tacos, do it the way that Nathan did it.
Deep fry that fucker.
It's good. It's fucking good.
Well, woo! Dude, we got a jalapeno on that one. Nice. Well, why don't you tell them where you can find you, and we can eat this, smoke that, do whatever. So, right there. Oh, that one. Tell them.
All right, guys. Well, my Instagram just got deleted, so I don't have Instagram anymore, unfortunately.
Stop smacking your dick.
But I can't show my dick on Instagram, apparently. I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Prune.
So, I'm on Twitter at ajonesxxx. Pretty easy to find me by that name. Add me on Twitter. And I'm on ManyVids, Alex Jones. Look me up. I'm not the other guy who fucking thinks that Sandy Hook was a conspiracy. I'm not that fucking fat piece of shit. And yeah, I'm the porn star one. So don't confuse me, because it's happened before.
Hey guys, big thanks to Judy. Thank you
Judy.
so much for helping us out this month. God bless you. Also, if you like the show, like, subscribe, follow, obvious fucking Lee, and also go to my merch store. You can find cool shit like meow, parkour, Pornhub shirts because they don't pay me enough. So, come check that shit out. Come say hi. Come hopefully tune in next week so you can see another video. Hopefully, because if I work a lot. So, bye.
all right.